Hello and welcome to July Sun Tarot. So appreciative for you to be here today. So let's get into today's reading. What do they want to say to you and will they? This person that you have on your mind, regardless of whatever romantic connection you might find yourself in with this person, we're going to figure it out. What would they say to you if they could? What is on their mind? You might sense that they might be wanting to say something to you. For those of you that are in a no contact situation, same rules apply. We're just going to get down to the specific details. We're going to use a tarot deck for each of the readings and a few, I should say, listed down in the description, but a few oracles as well to get some synchronicities, insights, or further detail about what this person wants to say to you. And also to answer the question, are they going to? Are they going to be vocal? Are they going to communicate this to you? How are they going to do that if they choose to? So, with that all being said, I hope this sounds like your reading. And if so, then let's get into the pile selection for today. So, for pile one, we will be using this Tiger Eye crystal. Pretty raw piece. And for your reading, pile one, we will be using the B tarot deck. So again, the B tarot deck and the Tiger Eye crystal for pile one. For pile two, we have the black tourmaline crystal. And for your reading today, pile two, we will be using the fairy tarot deck. Pretty big deck, pile two. So again, the fairy tarot deck with the black tourmaline for pile two. For pile three, we will be using this piece of calcite. And for your reading today, pile three, we will be using the celestial tarot deck. So again, the celestial tarot deck with the piece of calcite crystal for your reading, pile three. So, guys, feel free to pause if you need a moment to tune in with the energy of which pile resonates with you the most. We are tuning into the person specifically on your mind today. But also remember, this is a timeless reading. Regardless of when you come across this, the messages should resonate at the correct time for you. So, without further ado, and I must also state that I'm going to have to keep it real. I do have good bedside manner, but I'm not really sure what messages are going to come through. Positive, negative, regardless of perspective. I'm not sure how you're going to receive these messages today. So if you're in a sensitive state, you might want to come back at a later time. However, if you are feeling ready to receive, then I will meet you at your reading. Bye, guys. Hey guys, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Tiger Eye crystal and or the B tarot deck, then this is your reading, pile one. You're at the right place. So let's get into it. We're asking Spirit today. Thank you so much, Spirit, for coming through as always for the collective energy. We're asking, what do they want to say to you? This person currently on your mind at the time that you are viewing this reading, pile one. What do they want to say to you? And Is it emotional? Is it something specific? We're going to kind of figure that out. And the other follow up question too is, are will they communicate this to you? So we got a lot going on today. So let's get into it as we are tuning into that energy. So we're going to get four cards and we're going to get the clarifiers. Let's see. Person on Pal One's mind, Spirit. What do they want to say to Pal One? We have Strength, card number 8. I'm not sure if it wanted to come in reverse or not, but we're going to take it upright. And this is Leo energy. Wow. The Sun, guys. I don't know how I didn't know that right away. Haven't used this deck in a while, I feel like. But again, Leo, I'm tripping. Leo energy twice. Some of you might be a Leo, some of you might not. You might have fire energy, Leo energy in your chart somewhere, or this person, but take it as it fits. It could also just be the energy superseding. Is that even a word? Superseding the energy in this reading. There's a lot of fire energy. There's a lot of the Delphic Bee. This is the Hierophant in reverse, guys. Called the Delphic Bee in this deck. Let's get our last card and then we're going to get the clarifiers. And now we have the Tower. This is nuts. We have 3 major arcana. Now the Tower is card number 16. The Mars energy, which is in the house of Scorpio. This person may want to talk about a Tower moment that happened between you and them. The other message I'm getting is this person might say something that could potentially create a Tower moment. It really depends on where you are at, but let's get the rest of our cards and maybe we can figure it out. We got the Four of Swords coming up in reverse. We have a human being, a little bit of a bottom. I'm not sure if that's allowed or not, so we're going to cover this person up. But we got the Four of Swords in reverse here. Now remember the Strength, it may or may not have been in reverse, but we're going to kind of look at different perspectives depending on what cards are surrounding. Okay, this came out in reversal, but now it tumbled to the ground upright. So we're going to keep it upright. That was meant to happen. We got the Six of Pentacles. And I believe this is Taurus energy. Yes. And it's also in Mars, if I remember correctly. Six of Pentacles coming through with the Sun. Okay. A lot of messages are coming through, guys, but I want to make sure I got the right messages for you. So let's get the rest of our cards. We got the King of Wands coming through. Clarifying the Delphic Bee, the Hierophant, in reverse. And now we got the Honeymoon, card number 6 in the reversal, which is the Lover's card. Whoa. There is a lot going on. Let's use this. Just in case there's a woman. Oh, okay. I remember this card. There is a couple getting it on in the grass field. So I got to cover that up. Bottom of the deck energy is the Emperor in reverse, guys. Okay. I hope you're ready to receive the messages. I'm getting a few. So I'm going to start with the major message I'm getting. This person has a lot of happiness and feels a lot of joy with you. I'm wondering, though, if they're feeling only passion. They may only want to keep things physical, or they may only want to have a physical connection with you as opposed to a committed one. So that's kind of in a nutshell what I'm getting as far as what their main point is that they would want to talk to you about. Okay, but let's go through it because there's other messages that are coming through. And if that is not what you want to hear today, I'm sorry, guys, but that's just a strong message that's coming through. We're going to start with the Four of Swords in reverse with strength. I feel like this person wants to tell you that, they're having a hard time finding strength in moving forward and taking an opportunity in the love department. I think maybe they've been very complacent for a long time. They may have also just not been focusing on love. However, they are a passionate person. I am getting the energy of fire. So I am feeling that, whether this person has physical encounters with others or not, I'm not sure. We could get some clarifiers on that. However, I do feel like this person's main agenda would be in the physical world, in the physical, department. So, as far as building strength with wanting to come forward and grasping that cup, that could be something that they could talk to you about too. Like, I do see you bringing me so much happiness, so much joy. I feel excited to talk to you. I love the equal reciprocal give and take. I'm getting that very strongly with the Sun and the Six of Pentacles. And I feel like this person would say like they're feeling very strong and it's growing in abundance. Like this sunflower is huge. Now, sunflowers are huge in general. If any of you have ever been to a sunflower field, they're really beautiful. Sunflower fields, there's one not too far out of Chicago, I believe, either in Illinois or Indiana. I'm not sure. Shout out to Indiana. But this flower is, I guess, zoomed in. Like the camera lens is zoomed in. The art is zoomed in. So it just feels bigger than life. And the abundance of all these bees gaining that abundance and that happiness and that fruit of life that they need to make the world go round because we owe our oxygen and our lives to bees. Please don't kill bumblebees. I know you don't. I know you don't. The point is, this person sees you as like a beautiful bumblebee or even the sunflower that they're getting nourishment from. And with the Six of Pentacles coming through, it feels as though, there is communication. I'm getting a grounded sense that you and this person do have a reciprocal type of connection. If you don't right now, this person wants to talk to you about it. But I feel some of you might already be in a connection with this person. But to get to what I mentioned earlier as the biggest message, I'm still getting it, guys. Like this person might be really giving you what you want, like that reciprocation, that communication, that excited conversation. You might or not, but you might be falling for this person. However, I will, you know, tell you to use discernment. The energy I'm getting from this person just with this. We got the King of Wands with the Delphi bee in the reversal. And this is the clarifier of King of the Delphi bee. This person right now is feeling on top of the world. Like they are feeling very confident. This person you are thinking about. You might sense that they are a confident person. They may not have always been, but I also am getting the energy that they could be full of passion, full of fire. They may have a lot of physical drive. If you are getting what I'm laying down, like they may be, wanting the connection to be only in that way, only in the physical, intimate way. Because with the Delphic bee coming in the reversal, I'm getting that This person might tell you, like, listen, I really enjoy our time. It's growing. I'm feeling passionate, but I'm not ready for a commitment yet. Whether they're exploring other options or not, I'm not sure. And I do want to get clarifiers for that, Spirit. Um, and again, we got the Tower moment. And what is it with what is this again? Oh, the Lovers in reverse. So this is a lot of major arcana, guys. I'm getting a very strong attraction. It's probably mutual. And this person would want to say that to you, like, I am super attracted to you, like mind, body, maybe even soul. But I'm not getting too much soul. It's more so in the 3D. It's more so, and I do feel like they really, if you guys are communicating, conversing, they are enjoying it, guys. Like it's like the full package with this person, except they would tell you they're not ready for commitment. So, and remember, we got the Emperor in reverse. This person might not feel ready. They may be chasing other things, other cups. Something might be getting in the way. They may only want to be able to give you it's like no strings attached. However, I'm not sure if they're dating anyone else. So let's find out. Spirit with the King of Wands and the Delphic Bee here in the reversal. Ooh. The Hanged One. They may be gaining a different perspective, but what about though? Are they dating more than are they do they have other people? This person. Okay. So we got the Chariot. This is card number 7. That could imply that they move very fast, they move very quickly, they have a lot of will. And if it's being clarified by the King of Wands, that implies that their passion, they lead with their passion, guys. So they may have more than one person, but Spirit is not being really specific. Let's get one more card. Do they have other people right now, Spirit? We have the Three of Cups, guys. Okay, so that's kind of what's okay. There are other people potentially. Whether it's physical or not, it could be. They might be juggling a lot of different passionate encounters with different people. That might not be for all of them, though, guys. So please don't be upset over that. Because maybe that's what the hesitation is for Spirit. I feel like some of you have this person that is passionate and really might be up in their player ways. I feel others might just be in a connection with someone that only wants to be physically intimate. They may really be into you. They may really be falling for you, but for whatever reason, they don't want a committed relationship. At least not right now. Okay. However, I do believe that this person is starting to gain different perspectives. And I feel like what they would tell you is that even though they are thinking about what it might be like to be in a committed relationship with you, they already know that they aren't ready for it. I'm also getting the Two of Wands, and that's also a choice. It's like with the Lovers coming up in the reversal, the honeymoon, um, and the Two of Wands coming up now at the bottom of the deck. I'm really getting the energy, guys, that this person is choosing this. Even if they are like seeing the different angle of where this connection could lead, they are so super excited, Now, for those of you where third party and it could be fourth, fifth party too, guys, I'm going to be honest. For some, if that doesn't resonate, please do not take what doesn't fit. But that could be why this person doesn't want to be in a connection, even if they're not playing around with other people or dating other people being physical with multiple people is my point. If they're not doing that, they might be wanting to keep their options open as well. even as regardless of how they feel about you guys. And again, that's how it is sometimes, So this tower moment, Spirit, could you tell us more about that? What does this person want to say? Two of Swords. You might, I'm getting a message for some of you, might really start noticing before, this person might have a hard time communicating this to you. But I'm getting with the energy of Two of Swords that you might already know this. Like this is already becoming a tower moment where even if they don't have other people in their energy, they might still be pulling back. They might be kind of setting their own boundaries in whatever way they are, where, where it's creating a tower moment between you. So it could be that too. Because again, if they are not communicating this with you, they're going to show you. I'm getting stuck energy with the Two of Swords. Okay, guys. The wheel, 10. Completion of some sorts. Let's get one more card for the tower. And we got the World. Guys, I feel like, okay, guys, I'm sorry if this has been a hard reading so far because I'm getting the energy and that it could be close to either an end with this person or a new beginning with this person. But the new beginning, I think this person would tell you, yes, let's do this. But I don't want a commitment. So keep that in mind, whether this is a new beginning or not. For a lot of you, though, this feels like you are one step away from the end. And that could be what the tower moment is, guys. This could be right now you are currently not in communication, or there might be some sort of stuck energy that you're sensing from this person. They might be feeling resistant. Like even like communicating, it's like pulling teeth. So if you're getting that sense, it's because I'm getting the energy that they want to communicate that they don't want a big relationship. They don't want a commitment. They want to be open to other people, whether they choose to actively pursue other people or not. Some of you might already sense that they're dating other people. Some of you might already know. So that could be a message for those situations. Okay. Bottom of the deck energy, Four of Wands, Union. And we got the Page of Jars in the upright as well. Magician in reverse. Now, I did want to get one more card, guys, because I wasn't sure about this energy up here with the Strength. And we're getting two cards. Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. Yeah. I feel like there's been some sort of stop in movement. And again, guys, with the Hanged Man and the Chariot, which is the Barrow coming up, it's like they're thinking they want to express to you that they want to move forward, but in a physical way. Or and to hopefully keep things open. Whether or not you want to deal with that, we also got Six of Cups coming up at the bottom of the deck. This could be someone that you've been having history with. So that being said, I'm curious, with this stuck energy, with this Two of Swords, and now we're getting the Six of Jars, and we did get a positive card right before that. I forget what it was. Oh, Four of Wands. I want to make sure, now we're getting to the point of how is this all what is going to happen now? Will they communicate this to you? Because I do think they have a lot of good, sweet feelings for you, a lot of passion for you. But whatever it is, they don't want to take the next step. Okay. And again, energy could change, guys. That might not be forever. It could just be currently. They might be taking a pause, and that's what they would say to you. They're thinking about this. They're not fully 100% sure. But I do feel like their feelings and passion and attraction is growing for you. So let's get into the angel answers, Spirit. Could you clarify a couple of things for us, and also any confirmations or further detail what this person might say to pile one? Reconsider. They're going back and forth. Can you get one more? Yes, but they're leaning toward yes. That's kind of what it feels like, guys. Like they know they're passionate about you. I'm getting like the feeling like they are so physically attracted to you. Is it lust? Is it more than lust? So that could also be what's crossing their mind right now. Like, how do they want to commit and then find out later that they only wanted, you know, physical encounters with you after all? So listen to your intuition. That could be where this person is taking a time out. For those of you that are not communicating, which might be for a lot of you, even if you are in a current connection, you might not be communicating like normal. It might feel like the person might be pulling away. And it could just be that they are in deep reflection, gaining a new perspective though. But whether or not they are going to commit, it sounds like they would tell you they're not ready. So let's see, Spirit, with these roses and love oracle messages, Spirit, what would this person say to our power ones? Could you tell us? Could you tell us, Spirit? What do we need to see? Whoa. I'm trying to become the best version of myself for you. Oh, that would be nice, guys. Maybe they were in a little bit of toxic cycles, third party, karmic cycle entanglements. I want to break this no contact. They could be really reflecting on that. Whether or not they want to commit, though, I think that's something they would want to talk to you about. That they can't make the decision yet. Let's get one more. I loved you more than I let on. That could, yeah. You could have felt this person disconnecting, especially if they started pulling away once things got serious. A lot like this person could be a runner or an avoidant. And again, that's difficult. That's difficult. I realize that you don't want to waste your time with that. For me personally. But I'm not sure what type of connection this is. So use your discernment. Pictures of you still make me smile. This person might, for those of you, regardless of whatever type of disconnect you might be in, for those of you that are in some sort of disconnect, no contact, or just a different way of communicating, like you could feel like something's there but you can't really, that something's up if you are communicating with this person. Okay, so again, I do feel, regardless, like this person finds you super attractive. I think they would tell you that, like, listen, I feel super happy and joy and blissful and larger than life in your presence, in your energy. Is it a only physical attraction for you, or more than that? I don't know yet, and it could be scaring them too, guys. Maybe, I don't know, but this person doesn't want to be in no contact. If you are, this person would tell you, well, they would talk to you. So the question is, if they do talk to you, could we get any indicators of place, Spirit? I for some reason I felt very inspired to use this deck for any synchronicities or any messages or secret messages you might have with your own spirit team. Let me know if that resonates. But I wanted to get a place. Now, if I were would answer it with the cards we already have, will they? I feel like currently they are not going to express this. They are stuck. But this is what they are thinking about. This is what they're ruminating. But currently, and again, energy shifts, changes, you know? So our first place is school. Okay. You could go to school with this person. You could be in, hopefully in college or grad school or whatever, but or you might be a teacher or you might work in some sort of environment where you're dealing with kids. Take it as it fits, guys. But I'm also getting like library. I'm getting any like cafeteria. I'm getting like images of school. So if this person would say something, where would this happen? Place of reminiscence. Gosh, this is feeling like the 5D, guys. For some of you. So this person might be communicating in the 5D with you. Be careful with that. That is not reality. I mean, it is a different type of reality, but it's just not good enough because your body is living in the 3D, guys. Remember that. That being said, it could also be that this person is still thinking about you, even though they might not be coming forward currently. Also, getting a swing set, which reminds me of a playground, which reminds me to go back to school. That's, or children, or something, guys. But it might not be for everyone. So remember, this could be specific messages for some of you. Art exhibit, art exhibition, creative showcase, curated gallery. Someone might be an artist, getting museum. Okay, interesting. So let's get into your advice. Gosh, how long have we been at it? Wow. Okay, I did not even look at the time. But that's the norm. I think we're making good time. So, Pal one, let me know if this resonates. You know, as far as places, I'm curious if that fits or if there's some sort of synchronicity in that. That being said, I'm also getting they may look at you like a piece of art. You know, they're that attracted to you. So I really wanted to answer though, you know, the message of, well, I guess we already did, right? But I feel like this person just to, there's a few couple messages I guess are coming through. So as I'm shuffling your advice deck, the Akashic records, um, the message I'm getting is like even though this person might not be communicating this right now, whether you're in a committed relationship that might not be going to the next stage, it could be marriage, or if you're in a connection of some sorts that is not, you know, you're trying to have like the exclusive talk or something like that. This could also be literally for people that are in no contact, but you know that there is some sort of connection between the both of you. This person, regardless of where that all fits, this person is thinking about it though, guys. I mean, so for whatever reason, of them gaining a different perspective on what commitment might mean to them. With the Four of Wands, it does feel like a union card. Victim mindset. Now, take that as it fits, guys. This could feel like your person could be playing the victim in some way, but it could also be your energy. My intention is that this is advice for you. So let's read it. But before we do, the message that is coming through is if you're feeling really down about this, as I'm hearing an engine, outside my window, you're feeling really kind of like, gosh, why do I always have to, why is this always happening? When could this happen? When am I going to get into union? Or whatever it is that's running through your head of why. I think spirit might be saying, stop fighting it and accept what it is that's happening. Because you just never know what else will come your way as the card takes off. So let's read this message, guys. You feel the world is against you, and this will only cause you to attract more negative results. Stop the blame and take responsibility for your happiness. Only then will abundance start to flow. We got the butterfly, we got more sunflower energy in this oracle deck because we're using the B oracle deck. So, last message, dependence. I'm really getting strong that you might. No, this is not for everyone, guys, so please don't be offended by this, but some of you might be really feeling dependent on this person's energy or addicted to this person's. You could be feeling the pull too, not just this person. So if and this could have been the past, but maybe this is spirit reminding you of remembering how blessed you truly are, guys, with or without this person. And regardless of this person, what they have to say, and getting that different perspective of like, whether or not they want to keep their options open or get into a solid, committed relationship with someone, i.e., you. I feel like you can't focus too much on that. If you and this person are dating, for example, and this person is being reciprocal, and you might feel like this person is resisting a little bit, or when you bring up something specific to test the waters, you might sense when this person pulls back, or you might be giving too much or not. Again, take it as it fits, but just be mindful of your energy is a reminder that I'm getting for you guys, okay? And if that doesn't fit or resonate, that could also be your person. Like they may be pulling back because they don't want to be over dependent. And again, I'm not getting the energy that this person so much is involved with other people, even though the Three of Cups did come out. I think that might be just for a few of the people, the collective energy, but the majority, I just think that this person might just be scared of commitment. So that's not your problem to handle. Regardless, you deserve the best in the 3D, in the real, guys, in the now. So be open to anything. Don't attach to outcome is the point. Okay? Wow, I don't know if that helped or hurt, or I don't know, guys. I hope you're okay. I hope these messages resonated in some way, and if they did, let me know in the comments or send a like my way. If you haven't subscribed and you really resonated with the messages, please make sure you subscribe. Really love your energy, and thank you so much for being here, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. What's up, Pile 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the black tourmaline, crystal, and or the fairy tarot deck, then you're at the right place. So welcome. All right. Bear with me as I shuffle this deck. It's a little tricky, Pile 2, but we are asking today, what would they say to you? This person that you are currently thinking about, what do they want to say to you? And will they? Okay? Regardless of whatever connection you might be in, we're just going to get the details of specifically what's on their mind that they would want to communicate. So that being said, thank you so much. Goodness, this is awful. There has to be a better way. Let me try the the normal way. It's just such a big deck. Sorry, pile two. All right, I guess it works a little bit. Do it one more time. Okay, there we go. We got it. We got it. It was a little challenging. Spirit, Spirit told me to just do it the regular way. Thank you so much for being here, Spirit, of course, for the collective energy as we're getting into the details of this person on pile two's mind. You know, what do they want to say to pile two, Spirit? What could you tell us? We're going to get 4 cards, and then we are going to get the clarifiers, pile two. So, what do they want to say to pile two, Spirit, this person? Okay, so we have the 4 of Autumn, which is Pentacles, coming through. Okay. What do they want to say to pile two, Spirit? The Star. Oh, our first major arcana, card number 17. Oh, Spirit. 3 of Swords in reverse, which is Winter. This deck is broken up into the 4 seasons. So 3 of Winter in reverse. There's some healing, a lot of healing with the Star and 3 of Winters in reverse. And now we have the 7 of Winter, which is 7 of Swords in the reversal. Is she ice skating? That might mean something for someone. Ice skates, hockey, anything on ice. Okay, let's get our clarifiers. This is interesting read so far. I am getting this person would talk to you about what they've healed. We got the 8 of Winter coming through, which is the 8 of Swords. And it's being clarified for the 4 of Autumn. What else? What does this person want to say? That's too many cards. What does this person want to say? So we have the 9 of Summer in reverse. Person might be having a hard time finding their own strength without you. We got 10 of Summer, 10 of Cups, our first Cups. No, I'm sorry. 9 of Cups. My bad if I didn't say it, guys. This is the 9 of Cups, which is Summer. Of course, fire, energy. And then we have the 10 of Summer, which is upright, coming with the 3 of Winter. Interesting. And now we got another 3, the 3 of Autumn. Okay, I like it. I'm liking this. This might be someone from your past, though. This is the Ace of Wands, coming through in the reversal. So I feel right out the gate, you or this person could have dealt with a ending of some kind, or they may tell you, you know, I've dealt with a really big connection at one point that had really broke me in some way, whether that's you or someone else. It depends on your connection. But I am getting the sense that they've healed and they're healing. So I think a lot of what they would talk to you about is I'm working on myself. I'm working on building happiness. So let's go through it, okay? 4 of Autumn, which is the 4 of Pentacles, and we got the 8 of Winter, which is the 8 of Swords. They're holding on tight to something, and it could very well be materialistic things. It could be their business, their finances, their job, money. They may feel that they are hoarding. Like they might not be wanting to spend. They might be hoarding, and it could be energetic hoarding as well, and it could be your energy too. They might feel a little trapped, in their own way. But I do feel like they would talk to you about that. Whatever this is that they are prioritizing. And again, it's not creating any happiness in their life right now. And their hope right now is of a future, I'm assuming with you, because with the 10 of summer and the 3 of winter in reverse, it's giving the energy that they see a future, they see a really happy future. They want to strategize, they want to collaborate with you, they want to communicate with you, they want to lay down the barriers. But what they would first talk about is there's something that is preoccupying them right now. Let me know in the comments if you know what that is. You might not know because, again, if they're not communicating to you about something in their life, in their professional or personal life, it could be a past relationship they're holding on to. It could be a past person, but I'm not really getting that because with the 3 of Swords in the reversal, it's like they've come through that. If it was something they dealt with in the past, for example, a karmic partner that they are releasing, they could be releasing even like their negative mindset when it comes to love. They may not have dated in a while. For example, you come along and now they have to like to shift and reprioritize what they really are valuing and placing value in. We got the Star, and I got multiple messages for this. With it coming next to the 3 of Winter, I'm getting healing, strength, a promise of something better than what is currently happening. Because this is coming up in reverse, the 9 of Cups. Maybe this person isn't really feeling like things are going their way in some way. Look at how it says wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, and we got the Star. And that could also be a wish fulfillment, a dream come true. So maybe whatever they've been focusing on is not providing that joy, that peace, that fulfillment. But they have hope. They have hope because I think this person has come a long way, guys. They've healed through something. It could be patterns. They could have really been stuck in their mind. We are getting 3 winter cards, which is air. It could be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You or your person could have this in your chart. But we also got autumn, which is Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, specifically with the 4 and the 3, Capricorn. And then we have the 10 and the 9 of Cups, summer, which is a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Specifically with the 10, we got Pisces, and with the 9, we also have Pisces. So, but we're not getting too much fire energy in this reading. The Star is Aquarius air as well. So I'm getting more so of this person, may have been in their head a lot. Rather than communicating what they're thinking, they might be, you might be noticing, for those of you in a connection with this person already and communicate with this person, they might be really trying to, if something, if they had a setback in their life, whether it's financial or professional, it could also have been a past connection. They might talk to you about that they're healing from it, but they're not 100% there yet. It's almost as if they're finding happiness in the external but not in the internal. And from everything that I've learned through my own spiritual awakening and spiritual growth, that's never going to last, guys, if you're only getting your happiness from the outside. So I'm wondering if that's what this person might confess to you. Like, you are bringing me hope. You might be my wish fulfillment, but right now, I'm not sure if I'm at a good place. They do see you, they do see a bright future, and I do feel like they want to collaborate. But again, they might not feel, look at the sun popping up. That's our fire energy. Happiness, joy. It's like the star. So we got, this is 19, major arcana, Leo energy. But what I meant to say is Ace of Wands in the reversal, They may not have that creative spark or drive yet, especially if they're healing through something in their past. Now, if you and this person have broken up and this is a person you're thinking about, for those of you in the collective right now that you know what this is and that might be your you and this person old relationship together, I think this person would tell you that they're having a hard time finding their own happiness in the healing process. But they know it's not going to be there forever. But again, like to go back to the Ace of Spring, which is Wands, and then we got the Sun, and the Ace of Spring could and again, this is fire energy, guys. This is our fire energies at the bottom of the deck. It's like this, and we got another Spring, Eight of Wands in reverse, and now we have the Ace of Summer. So, and that's kind of going coinciding with the feeling I'm getting at the bottom of the deck. Like this person isn't getting that creative or inspirational drive to move this forward in a fast way or to solidify this. They might be in the planning stages with this Three of Autumn. They might be strategizing how to come back in for some of you, or strategizing like, gosh, can I please move on from whatever this was for me. I'm talking in first person again. My bad. What I'm saying is they're wondering like how long it has to take for them to be 100%. Because I think they've come a long way. So I'm wondering where this connection is going or what this connection is. But yeah, I think the majority of you, this should resonate that they see hope, they see a future with you, but they're in flux. They might be in a little bit of limbo. They've come so long in their healing journey. However, the one thing that they have to still work on is finding their own self love, their own fulfillment, their inner strength. And they might be stuck in their head about this. This could be their block that they're trying to release and strategically figure things out, guys. So if there is a little bit of a coldness or a distance or a feeling a little bit resistant, it could be because this person is going through the motions of tempering their past regrets, their past sorrow, their past something. And again, it's very difficult for them to release it right now, whatever it may be. And again, it might not be a person. It could also be like they lost their job. You know, the Three of Winter it's known as like the heartbreak. But with it being in the reversal, a heartbreak could mean not just heartbreak with the person. It could also be like you're gonna miss that job that you had to leave. You're going to miss, or you're feeling heartbroken over something. So I think like, some of you might have a person that's dealing with professional. It could also be both. So let's find out then. Let's find out, Spirit. What is this Three of Winter in the reversal? It's a lot of cards, but sometimes I take three anyway to clarify. So it feels right. We got the Princess of Summer, which is the Page of Cups. We got the 10, another 10. Remember, we got the 10 of Summer. Now we got the 10 of Pentacles. And then in the reversal, we got the Prince of Winter. In the reversal, guys, this person might see you as someone that is just loving, compassionate. They see such an abundant future with you, but they are not 100% there yet. They could also be keeping an eye on you in some way. They don't want to lose you because they could see you you're their wish fulfillment. You're their star, you're their hope, you're their dream come true. So whether this is an ex for some of you or this is a new person, I think a lot of what this person would tell you, what they would want to say is all of this. Like, know you're my person. Like, I know that our future would, like, they see you in their future. They see a happy ending. For some of you, they see a full blown family. They could see a dynasty with you. You know, 10 of Pentacles could also represent profession. This person could be prioritizing their profession over love. They could have been doing that for a while as well, especially if they're healing from a karmic, like I mentioned before, or a past relationship. They could have focused more so on prioritizing their job. But again, that's what they would tell you. You know, like you're their future, even though you might not be their present. And I know that might be tough to hear, guys. Five of Winter, Five of Swords. This could be where the conflict is too. And then again, we have another Wands, a court card, King of Wands, again in the reversal. They may just not be ready yet, guys. But here's the good news. They're so close. Because if the Three of Swords, I think, were upright, that would imply that they're still dealing with very difficult heartbreak emotions over whatever loss they experience with you or with someone else in their past. But it's in the reversal. So I feel like they've let it go, whatever that energy is. So again, the conflict that they have right now, I think, is within. They might be really stuck in their mind. Okay. It might be very difficult for them to open up their heart space because for them, I mean, they could be earth sign. They could also be an air sign, I'm getting for most of you. You could be a water sign. Take it as it fits though. All right, so let's move on to some details. So what's going on, Spirit? Because it feels promising. It feels like there's hope going both ways for you, Pile 2, and for this person when it comes to this connection. But there might be a delay. It might be slow to move. However, I do feel like this person is starting to like look past their own walls. You know, that could be what they're healing too, like their own boundaries, their own blocks. They may have sabotaged this. For those of you that you know that this Three of Swords was you, even if it wasn't a breakup, it could have been a separation, no contact, take it as it fits. They could be thinking about like, why did I do that? Why did I make that choice? So that could resonate for some of you. Let's see what else we could see, Spirit. With the angel messages, is there one upright? Wait, coming up in reverse. Okay, let's give it one more shuffle. But ironically, wait showed itself. And that kind of is what it feels like. This person is waiting for them to get their own Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups could be with another person as well. The feeling of fulfillment with another. But I'm getting for this person and in this reading, it's that they're just not feeling that self-love yet, that self-fulfillment. They may have been looking at the external for so long to fill them up that they realize that they may have to figure that out before they move forward with you, is what they might want to talk to you about. So let's see, Spirit. What do we need? What would they say? What do we need to see about this person? What do they want to say? Person on Pile 2's mind. What do they want to say to Pile 2? Spirit? What would they say? Within the next few months. So that is up to you. For those of you that this resonates, it's not, you don't have to wait forever, but it sounds like it's going to happen. I mean, again, in this person's perspective, it's always going to be your choice, Opal, too. So remember that. But just the way they view you and look at you, you're the star. You were the sun at the bottom of the deck. You got both tens. And these are beautiful cards of future and love and a promising happy ending. And you're coming through as the princess of summer, and it says gentle, sensitive, kind, and it also says inexperienced. So this could also be something that they have experience in. They've loved, they lost. Whether you are inexperienced or not, probably you are when it comes to relationships, but some of you might resonate. And then we got within the next few weeks, we got two time cards. The time cards are yellow, guys. So that's interesting. So within the next few weeks to a few months, let's get one more just to, and then it says reconsider. So that's what this person is doing right now. The Three of Autumn to me feels like this person is strategizing, considering how to go about this. They may want to come through sooner rather than later, but that's kind of what they're reconsidering. They may like attempt to text you and then they might delete it. They might, that phantom text where they're so close to pressing send and then they're like, no, what am I doing? And then they overthink it, they reconsider it. But I do feel like they might be coming in within this time frame. But if they're not coming through now, that's what's happening. This is a big conflict for them. That movie, look at Ace of Winter and Reverse. They're trying to, and we have the Empress, which could be your energy. And then the Four of Wands, guys, which is union card, a card of union. It's another card that implies marriage, future, happy endings. So once this person gets through their own blocks, their own conflict, it's like they have to build their own self-esteem. And then it says, ask your angels. They could be meditating, they could be praying, depending on if they're religious or spiritual in whatever way. They could really be trying to trust their own intuition. Do I move forward? Am I fully healed yet? Am I blocking myself? Like, I think they're confused. Like, and I get that. Some of you might relate to it too. So, like that energy of like, how do you know when you're ready? Do you just know? Because like in the past, when I thought I've been ready, I wasn't. Trust me. I was definitely emotionally unavailable for people. I know that about myself, which is why I stopped dating because I really wanted to make sure, but I didn't know it at the time. And I thought what I wanted was a relationship, a marriage, a this, or that. So that could be what they're debating. Like, if I start this, can I finish this? They don't want to mess it up. I don't think. So let's give this a few shuffle. This is our message cards for today. We're using the Roses in Love. And I want to get I don't want to go overboard. I want to be precise. So no more than 3, Spirit. If we could get 2 or 3. And the bottom of the deck, energy, please. What do we need to see for pile 2, Spirit? With light and love always. Thank you so much. What is the best messages that we need to see that this person would want to say to pile 2, Spirit? Ooh. No one understands me like you do. They may really feel a connection to you guys. You might understand what I'm talking about. I mean, this could be a spiritual connection in some way. They might think of you as a counterpart in some way. You're the first thing I think about when I open my eyes. Jeez. Yeah. They're definitely stuck in their mind. And 4 of Autumn with the 8 of Winter, that could also imply that they're holding on, even though they might not be doing anything right now. Bottom of the deck, I am grateful that you came into my life. Guys, these are very beautiful cards to come out for you. And I think that this all leads to what they know to be true about you in this connection, which is why they see you in their future. Okay? So I thought it would be interesting to use the Place Oracle deck today. And I'm glad Spirit gave me that intuitive hit. Because as I was choosing the Oracle decks, I'm like, which decks? And I'm like, Place. Okay, but what about Place? So the way I want to use the Place Oracle decks for today's reading is maybe there is a place that will resonate with you, that would make sense with you specifically, let me know in the comments. Maybe there is a future place as well. Like, if they were to say this to you, where would it be? Where will you be? In the kitchen, outside walking, jogging, like just to get an idea of like where. So let's see. Spirit, what could you tell us with place with this energy? What could you tell us with place? Let's get two, Spirit. 1, 2. Post office. Okay. Mail. Amazon came to mind. I'm waiting for a couple of packages. Mail delivery, written correspondence. Ooh, package tracking. So, written correspondence could definitely be a letter, like old school letter writing. How romantic is that? But that might not be for everyone. It could also be a message over text, over social media, like what is it called? Direct messaging on Facebook, um, Instagram. Now, hi, baby. Hi, Mooney. Mooney is drawing my attention. Hi, Mama. Sorry for those of you that are new here. Moon is my one of my cats who was like, "Mama, I'm hungry." All right, if she meows more, I might have to pause and feed them. But we're almost done. Hi, Mama. Sorry, guys. But what I was saying also, this could literally be a mail person. You might work for the post office, your person, something about a message being sent somehow. All right. Oh my God, I've never seen this. I feel like the cards change. Every time I use this deck, it's like I've never seen these cards. And I've used this deck a lot. Nature's grandeur, elevation, and perspective. Yeah, this might be the mountain this person is climbing. It's where the conflict is. Also, I'm getting the Three of Autumn, like where they're strategizing, they're gaining different perspective, a higher elevated perspective, that they know you're their person, but are they 100% ready? Have they healed yet? And they might feel like they're climbing a mountain. Now, this could also be nature. You might live in the mountain area. Take it as a fit. It could also be nighttime. Be looking at the stars. Something about the moon. I thought I was looking at a moon when I first looked at this card right now, a moment ago. But clearly we don't see a moon. But and it also, now that I remember, Moon is still watching us. She's in back of us. Watching. Mama. Almost done. See, she's answering me. Almost done, Mama. Okay? I know. I know. Hospital, guys, this could be a specific message for some of you. Could work in dentistry, veterinary, or a medical doctor, emergency room doctor. Could be a nurse. You could work in a hospital in some degree. You could also something about treatment center. Oh my God, Mooney, Moon. All right. She wanted to be known, guys. She wanted to be seen. She like crawled up the chair, got on my shoulder, and okay. Either way, medical care treatment center. You or this person could be going through something in the medical. Something could be going on, and there could be an ailment. It could also be mental ailment. I'm getting for some to go back to healing and just not finding that happiness, that inner fulfillment. And I've been there too, guys. I mean, I all the energy that I read, I get it. Trust me. Most of the energy I read, I get it. And I get that. Like if this person is going through something, they might need more time to figure out how to treat whatever it is that they're dealing with or going through. And that could also represent your energy too. So take it as it fits. So let me know in the comments of that if any of this is resonating with the tarot, the oracles, before we get into your advice. Okay, now I'm going to keep it open. Is there double messages coming through? Because in pile one, I felt like there was double messages. Which completely different reading, by the way. So as far as like advice, it felt like, I'm going to be honest, and I wish I told that to pile one, but it felt like more advice for their person that they're thinking about. So is it going to be advice for you or what spirit would want to say to this person? I'm not sure. Maybe a little bit of both. Oh no, now Cloud is up. Hi, baby. Hey, he's so cute. Cloud Strife is my other cat. I forgot he was sleeping by my feet and he's up. So let's get into your advice and then I'm going to feed the babies. Okay. So what does pile two need to hear, Spirit? What advice for pile two with this energy? Feels really good. I mean, this person feels good. I'm not feeling yucky energy at all. If this is an ex that you've dealt with, they it seems like they want to change. Or they're in the process of really changing some of their old habits, their toxic ways. Are they ready? Are they at the top of the mountain? I feel like they're going to get there sooner rather than later. But what's advice for you? Wow. Now, ironically, this did come out for Pal 1, and now it's coming out for Pal 2. Dependence. My message that I'm getting is they might be worried about being codependent with you. They could have really had some codependency with the person if this Three of Swords was not you, if this is something they're healing from their past, a past karmic, that's something that could really have traumatized them in some way. Like they don't want to lose themselves. And they know that if they were to come forward now without even finding their own true inner happiness, that they would lose themselves. So I feel like that's a message for some of the people that the person that you have on your mind, for some of you guys. A message for you. Well, let's read it. There's something or someone you are clinging to, and it's keeping you from stepping into your light. You have everything you need to succeed, and the only approval you need is your own. Look at that deer. Look at those deers. Oh my gosh. I thought that was a woman. I don't know what I was looking at, guys. I was seeing images of women. But it's two beautiful deers, a baby deer, a mother deer, that dependency that a mother and child have. So if you've been clinging a little bit yourself, I don't mean to offend you, pile two, in any way. But if you notice yourself attaching or clinging or too dependent, waiting too much, especially with this type of reading where it feels very promising, I'm telling you that this person sees you in their future 100%, right? But that doesn't mean you have to cling on to that energy. Break free. I swear this came out in pile 1. I'm not sure. But it was a completely different reading, though, guys. So keep that in mind if you're thinking about visiting pile 1. Feel free, though. But I'm not sure what was even, gosh. Either way, break free. Look at that butterfly. This could be breaking free from, put it over here. From whatever it is that whomever is clinging to. So if we're talking about your person, whatever it is that they're clinging to or prioritizing or hoarding, whether it's their energy, whether it's their time, whether it's something completely unrelated to you and it's more in the professional or personal world with a breakup or an ending of their job or security in some way. So I think a lot of their break free is from their own thoughts. Because honestly, guys, happiness is not the goal. Peace is. Let me repeat myself. Happiness is fleeting. Happiness doesn't last. Just like any other emotion, right? And you can't always trust happiness. So So I know that sounds so miserable, but it's not. I promise you. If your goal is to gain peace, that's by proxy you're going to be happy. Your set point is going to be better and higher. I mean, I'm going to be honest, guys. Back in the day, I would even say like a year ago, maybe a couple of years ago, I would wake up at a level 2, like not happy to wake up, wanting to be in bed, don't want to go to work, don't want to socialize. And it slowly built maybe to a level 5 neutrality, but I still would rather be home. I still rather be, whatever, whatever. Now, guys, I wake up like at a level 8, a level 9. Like I'm just waking up with this feeling of abundance, joy, bliss, euphoria. It's like I took an ecstasy pill or something. I can't explain it, but for those of you that understand what I'm talking about, when you wake up and you are going through a spiritual awakening, you first have to go through the dark night of the soul. And there might be more dark nights depending on how many shadows you got to work through. I mean, I still get them from time to time. Sometimes I get in my own way, is my point. So break free from your own thoughts. I'm getting a strong message. Because once you do, you're that butterfly. And guess what? You're going to wake up at a different set point, guys. It's going to be your norm, which is why triggers don't really happen. I mean, they do. I'm not going to lie. I was triggered all day, but I am in my pain body. What Eckhart Tolle says is the pain body because I'm a woman and I'm at the time of my month. So I can't avoid it. I am feeling triggered, but it'll pass. And it's not as bad as it used to be. So I don't know why I'm going into this rant, this spiritual rant, guys, but I feel like some of you might have needed that reminder, especially if you're going down a healing. Okay. But it could also be this person. It could be both of you. If this is a soulmate, for example, both of you might be healing things in order to get together. For those of you that might be a twin or a spiritual connection, then you definitely know what I'm talking about if you're the divine feminine. So that being said, this is where we're going to leave it. I hope this made sense. I hope it gave you some clarity, some insight, you know, whatever you needed to hear about this person. I hope that came to you tenfold. And let me know in the comments or send a like my way. If you haven't subscribed, I'd love to see you stick around. So I hope I see you again, guys. Bye. Hey guys, and welcome to your reading today. If you chose the piece of calcite and or the celestial tarot deck, then you're at the right place. So let's get into this reading. Today we're asking, what do they want to say to you, this person on your mind currently? What do they want to say to you? And to take it a step further, will they talk to you about this stuff that's on their mind of wanting to communicate to you with? Okay, so we're going to get into it today. I hope you're comfortable. All right, so connecting with the energy. Thank you so much, Spirit, for being here as always. So I hear the hunk in the background. We're going to get 4 cards, pile 3, and then we're going to get the clarifiers. I want to see all the cards to kind of get a strong sense of what they would want to say to you. So, Spirit, this person on pile 3's mind, what would they want to say to pile 3? What do they want to say? So the Magician is coming through. We got card number 1 is a major arcana. Mercury energy, it's in the sign of Virgo. Wow. I'm already getting a few messages. We have 5 of Pentacles coming up in reverse. The Emperor, somewhat in reverse, but we're going to take it upright. Uh, Card number 4, guys. This is another major arcana. It's Aries, it's fire. Look at that crown. And now we have the 10 of Swords in the reversal. Okay. They would say they don't want, whatever this connection is, guys, they don't want this to end. They want to come back in. If this is someone that you have history with, if this is someone that is brand new, this person doesn't want to give up on like a good romance in some way. It's almost like they've been manifesting this. Okay, I like it. We got the 6 of Pentacles. We got 6 of Pentacles and we got the 5. Okay. Here's the Queen of Swords. Interesting, because I feel like they could be looking at you like you're cutthroat. Will you allow them back in? Or will you be someone that invites them in if this is a new person? We have Judgment in reverse. Wow. Oh my God. You don't even want to know what I thought that was, guys. What do you think that is? But when you put it upright, it's an angel with a trumpet. My mind was in the gutter. Something about your person is trying to make a better judgment call on something because they don't want to make a fool out of themselves. They want to show up in a very, they want to show up as the emperor. And again, I was feeling that it wanted to come up in reverse, but I took it up right. So it's like that's what they want to show up as, but they may feel that they could be leaving something behind as well. We could get the clarifiers. So we have 8 of Pentacles in the reversal. All right, guys. So getting the energy that they want to manifest something with you specifically. They would say they would want an equal give and take in some way, whatever that looks like. They may have made a really bad decision in the past. They would tell you that, you know, if they sabotaged, if they didn't come forward or they breadcrumbed you in some way or took baby steps or led you on, it's almost like you could have been in a cycle with this person I'm getting. And I feel like this person would say they would recognize that. They would acknowledge it and they would say that a lot of it was their fault. They weren't putting effort into whatever it was, but they are gaining clarity on all this right now, guys. It's like they're waking up in some way. I feel as though they would tell you that they know that you might have your walls up. They would say something like, you know, I know that you might not want to take me back in. I know that you would not want anything to do with me, but I'm going to try anyway, is what I'm getting. I'm not sure if they feel confident completely. And, you know, it's funny because this coming up in reverse, upright, I wasn't sure. So I'm getting a couple messages, but this coming up, Judgment in reverse, it's as if they don't even know. Are they ready? Are they confident? They don't want this to end. Now, if you've never been in a cycle with this person, this could be something in this person's past that could be blocking them. I don't feel like this person is putting effort in right now, or they may be sick of taking a time out. I'm getting, okay, sorry, I got dual messages. One of them is the effort they wasn't there, maybe for those of you where this is someone that you feel like you've been caught in a cycle with. They would tell you, they would acknowledge it. I do believe, though, that with the clarity that they are gaining, that some of them are over the being patient. They may have taken a time out. You might not be communicating with this person right now for some of you. And if that's the case, they're ready to get past that. They're ready to move forward. They don't want to be in their head anymore. And they want to meet you. But yeah, it's not Three of Swords and we got the Three of Cups in the reversal. It's not, they don't think it's going to be easy. And again, you might not want this, which means that they're probably reading you correctly, but they're still going to try, I think. And this is what they're going to tell you. Like, I know I made mistakes. I know I haven't been coming forward in a consistent way, honk in the background. But all along, I've been trying to manifest someone like you. And I'm realizing that you're the one or something like that. Now, whether or not if they believe this to be true, whether or not that's going to represent itself in the 3D, it could be all talk, but make sure you see the action for some of you. So I really think I want a couple of clarifiers before we get into the oracle, because what I'm curious about is this 10 of Swords in the reverse with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, Spirit, what could you tell us? Oh, something already popped out. 2, the Devil and the 6 of Wands. Oh my goodness, guys. Yeah, they don't want to let you go until there's some sort of success. You might be really obsessing over this. And it might not really even, you might not even realize that this is going on behind the scenes. Why is the Devil here, Spirit? The Chariot in reverse. This could be what is stopping them from moving forward. They're obsessing over it. They're hyper focusing on it. And again, that could be why if you have experienced breadcrumbing, or I don't want to say love bombing because I'm not really getting that energy. It's more so that they're being inconsistent. I would even say hot and cold. But again, it could but regardless of that, of how they're coming in the 3D or how they were coming in the 3D, what they would say is they want to balance it. They want reciprocal, consistent give and take. Because they're addicted to your energy. And they want this to be successful. Okay. I hope that made sense. Wow, Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. With the 2 of Pentacles, they want to balance this, guys. They want to balance this, and they really, really want to come through in with a leadership quality in a way that really might even surprise you. However, I don't even think they believe themselves yet. It's hard to explain this energy, guys. Let me know if this resonates. Because the person that I'm getting feels inconsistent. The honks in the background. It's almost as if they fantasize over you. They're addicted to your energy. But in the 3D, it's unsure, unclear. And this is what cycle you and this person could have been trapped in. Now, if this is a new person, this is a cycle that this person is bringing towards you, that they don't want to bring into this connection. What they would tell you is they want balance, they want an equal give and take, okay? So I think we're going to move on to the oracle to get some more detail as far as are they gonna come back in? Are they gonna talk to you about this? Or are they gonna just show you? That's one thing to say, hey, pal 3, I really want to be more consistent. I'm sorry if I fell off. Sorry if I ghosted. Sorry if I'm just going through a lot. I've been really busy. You know the whole speech. You guys know what I'm talking about. So they could say it, but make sure you see it, guys. You know what I'm saying? Now, if they don't say it, then this might be what they want to show you as well. They're getting really in their head about it. But again, they're looking at you as though you took your love away. You might be blocked to them. You are no longer showing your how can I say it? Your is there an upright card again? Happening. Okay. That was my imagination as I was in my head thinking specifically, using my brain specifically. Um, and now I lost that thought. My bad, guys. That's what happens if I'm in my head. Okay, stay present. A year from now, look at the world energy. We're getting the world energy. New beginnings, endings, new beginnings. It's feeling like a cycle. And a year from now could represent a cycle. It could have been a full year with this person already. So take that as it fits. If it's a new person, it might take a while to get to a good place, a reciprocal place. But again, guys, this person might also try to set boundaries. You also should consider boundaries, like how often you communicate. If it's constant throughout the day, that might be too excessive. And I don't think that's what this person wants when they are talking to you about balance. They want it to be balanced. They want it to be like where you and this person could still live your separate lives, but then there's that nice little response of communication they could get back to. Or they might want to go on a date with you, but it might not be 5 times in a week. You know what I mean? Something about tempering. And again, this person could also be dealing with those type of blocks. Trust. Ooh. Helpful people. The energy I'm getting, compromise. The energy I'm getting is this is what they are trying to manifest with you at this point. They want to compromise. They want to come in differently. They want to show you that, yeah, maybe you can trust that they're going to be more consistent. They could be asking also for advice from their own spirit guides or actual people in their 3D about you, Pal 3. They could finally be opening up to people or specific person or people that they trust. Like, I don't know what to do with Pal 3. This is what I did. How do I fix it? Because if you're coming in as the Queen of Swords, it's not compassionate. I mean, it is. It could be. I love the Queen of Swords. Don't get me wrong, but it's also this queen is more so clear-headed, sound judgment. Don't mess with me, you know, like I'm not gonna deal with your BS anymore type of vibe. So if that's how they feel that you're in that energy, they're wondering how are they gonna come in? Okay, so let's get into our message oracle deck. Roses in love. Saying hi to Cloud. He just came. Cloud Strife is one of my cats. He just his new spot to nap is under my desk by my feet as I'm channeling messages. He's so cute. Oh, oh, I he slow eyed me. What is that? He kissed me with his eyes. All right, sorry guys. So cats might mean something to you. Kisses, slow kisses. All right, let's see. Spirit, what messages would this person want to say specifically to our pile 3? What are the best messages with light and love for pile 3? What do we need to see? Let's get 2 or 3. No more than 2 or 3, Spirit. Thank you. Okay, I like it. Bottom of the deck, you're the best thing that has ever happened to me, which is probably why this person is having a hard time letting go of your energy. Aww. However, they may not deserve my pity. I don't know what cycle you've been in with this person. I'm disappointed in myself for letting you down. They don't want to let you down anymore, guys. You're the you're the first thing I think about when I open my eyes. That addictive devil energy, that's no joke. They could also still be dreaming about you, or they could you could start entering in their subconscious to the point where you're often in their dream in a vivid way. They wake up, they might be reliving that dream, and then guess what? They're thinking about you all day once again. It could be their own cycle they're trapped in with the devil energy as well. I can't keep going on without you. Gosh, what? Aligned messages. Now, again, guys, I don't want to pump this connection up if this is someone you should be letting go of. I really think, regardless, always use discernment. If you know this is not the right person for you, you do not have to be with this person. Just keep that in mind, okay? But for those of you that know this could be someone special, but it's you've just been caught in this cycle, I don't think this person wants to be in it either. And they would tell you they don't want to be in it. They want to end it. They think about you constantly. It's like worse without it, without you in your energy. If that even makes sense to you. So let's get into our place oracle, which has been so interesting in the readings today for this topic. Because on a whim, I decided to use the place oracle messages. So, Spirit, any aligned synchronicities for pile 3 with places where something that might be a indicator that this is, this person really coming through for you, pile 3. It could also just represent maybe a sign of where you and this person might have this type of conversation. Whatever it may be, let's see. Let's see what comes up for you, pile 3. Let's get 2 places only, Spirit. No more than 2, please. All right? Or Spirit is like, no, we're getting 3. Bank. We are getting a lot of pentacles energy. You could work with this person in some way, but I'm also getting like investment, loan and credit, saving and investing. It's like giving that 6 of pentacles energy, guys, like the equal give and take. They would want to tell you that they would want to invest as much as how you're investing. Whether they apologize for the past or not, I don't know. This is a new person. This person would still communicate to you or want to show you that they would want to invest and like really give you their consistent effort. Their grounded, consistent effort is the energy I'm getting with the bank. Some of you might work in financial departments, specifically the bank. You might meet this person at a bank. Take it as it fits. You might work with this person, like I mentioned. And this could also be something legal, I'm getting legal documents in some way. Ooh, hotel. Some of you might be meeting this person at a hotel. Hospitality, comfortable stay, traveler's retreat. Maybe this is a message specifically for some of you because there is an extra card that came out here. But you could be on vacation and you could meet this person. You and this person might want to travel. This person might want to travel with you. And we also got Mystic Haven. Ooh, I've never seen this. Enchantment, esoteric, magic, intrigue, hidden wisdom. This feels like the 5D energy, guys. If you feel like this is some sort of divine connection, a twin or something like that, you could, or this person could be really in the 5D. They could start sensing that your energy is blocked to them in the 5D. But I do feel that it could be mutual too. You could be fantasizing about this person too. So be careful with that, guys. I get it though. Perilous realm. Yeah, guys, for you, and maybe even this person. Danger lurks, treacherous paths, ominous shadows. The cycle of not grounding this into the 3D, staying in the 5D could be perilous sometimes. I love the 5D, guys. Trust me. It's like the spiritual realm, right? Oh, I love that energy. That's like my set point, that type of energy. But with this person, you don't want to be trapped in fantasizing or thinking about this person too much. This person could be in that state. It could really be going on vacation in their brain right now, thinking about you. So that's the energy I'm getting with these place cards. Let me know if there anything that resonates with the oracles before we get into your message with the Akashic Records oracle messages. Because I'm curious, like, is there anything specific from these place cards or the tarot or anything? Just let me know in the comments. Thank you for staying this long for your advice. I understand some people are like, got what they needed, you know, but if you're ready for your advice, Spirit, thank you so much for being here. What does pile 3 need to hear today with this energy? I'm also getting like a duality of advice. Courageous heart. And what I mean by that is I'm getting like advice for this person that you're thinking about. And also it could be advice for you, it could be both. So I've been getting that throughout the readings. So to go to your person, courageous heart, I mean, that could really mean that this person needs to be brave in order to come forward to you. I do feel like they are starting to understand that they have emotions for you, and that could be why they're moving forward in your direction. And they want to ground this into the 3D. And if that's the case, again, they need to get out of their own way. They need to stop fantasizing. Let's get one more card, Spirit. Inner peace. Goodness. I feel like this is like the collective in the collective energy right now, guys, in the readings, even though all the readings are so different, like the inner peace is like a big message, like seeking being present with yourself, just allowing whatever it is that's supposed to happen, accepting what is without doubt and regrets, or like, I made a mistake, oh no, or there's no mistakes in life. Sometimes the mistakes you think are mistakes are meant to happen. If that makes sense, guys. Sorry to be so esoteric, but hey, you did get the Mystic Haven card, and it does even say esoteric on the card. So, of course, inner peace comes out for you guys. Bottom of the deck, speak up. Something about communication. Now, this could be for your person or it could be for you. Use it with discernment, but let's read the bottom. I'm feeling called to read this card. What are you not saying that's eating you up inside? You can't keep this forever. It's time to let it out so you can move on and be happy. Something that I'm getting very strongly is, guys, don't shy away from speaking your mind to this person. If they have kept you in a cycle, hot, cold, breadcrumbing, that you don't want to be in, and this person comes back again with promises of being more consistent or whatever that might look, make sure you are vocal. I think Spirit is saying, make sure you say, listen, that's not the energy I want. That's not cool. It's not the energy that I want to be in. It's not the energy that I'm worthy of. Handle your business. If you're ready to come toward me in a consistent, reciprocal manner, let's go. Whether you're ready or not, I don't know. If you're not, you could say too late, but that's up to you. The point I'm trying to say is this person needs to come correct in both actions and words. So you could also voice that, like, listen, I need to see follow through. And if not, then please don't contact me again in 5 months. I'm good. We good. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of where you're at, maybe for some of you. Now, for advice for this person, that could also be advice for them. Speak up, be consistent, communicate. And again, it doesn't have to be an excess. So I hope this makes sense. I hope you, I don't know, gain some insights or some sort of knowledge in some way about this person and this connection and what's going on, what they would want to say. And will they say it? I'm getting more so of the energy that it feels like it's going to be a yes. They're going to say it. But remember to notice, like, are they saying it with words, actions, or both? Use your discernment. Okay. And with that, that is officially where we're going to leave your reading. And thank you so much for staying this long. Again, I love you so much. Thank you so much. Hopefully, I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.